Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I got a clutch that's ready to hatch. Is the one I've been talking about in the last couple videos. Go ahead and get this off here, and I will point out which one it is. Is this one right here. You can tell because of the color. They go from looking pink like that to this kind of almost black and whitish color, kind of like a moldy color. So I already went like this on both sides and just gently squeezed it in a little bit, barely any pressure, and it basically just collapsed on itself. Like, it's that soft right now. So I know it's 100% ready to go, and you can see right there, that crack right there, that was from doing that. It's ready to bust open right now. So I'm going to show you how I physically hatch these. You could do it this way, or you could let them hatch on their own. It depends on your setup and what you want to do. Like I said before, they can hatch in here if I allow them to. It's no big deal. There's water down there. It's fed by this right here, and it's just straight up RO water. So there's like no minerals in it or nothing. So you can do it that way, or you can do it this way. So what you're gonna do is simply and gently pick it up. Now this one, like I said, I just kind of cracked it open a little bit, so I can be super careful with it. I can feel that's falling apart. If you have to take half of it and do half and half, that's fine as well. But you can see the bottom here. Oh yeah, I can't even turn it. It's gonna fall apart. So you see them coming out right now. This one is super full. Look at. So I'm gonna show you. I'll explain real quick, and then I'll show you how I do it. So basically, what you want to do is take the clutch like this. Since this one's falling apart, it's gonna be super easy, and this is how you want them. You don't want to have to pick at the individual eggs, because that could potentially hurt the babies. So don't do that. If it looks like this and it feels like a sponge, then go ahead and do what I'm about to do. So you can take half of it, or you can do the whole thing. And what you want to do is get a container of water, of aquarium water. Oh, let me set this down real quick. I gotta shut the lid, otherwise it's gonna keep screaming at us. 1 second here. There we go. That's just an alarm telling me that it's either too cold or too hot inside of there. So it probably dropped in temperature since I had it open. Anyways, oh, you can see some of the babies now coming out. So I don't want to hold them out of the water too long. What you're going to do, as I'll show you from under here, is you're going to grab the clutch, and then you're going to gently just go like this across it. Since it's so soft, the water is actually, it's just going to help. It kind of absorbs it a little bit, and it's just going to fall apart. So I'll show you from down here. And here we go. And there they go. Raining babies. And that is just from half of it. The right side. There goes the other side. Now if you need to kind of put a little bit more pressure on there, you can go ahead and do so. Just don't squeeze it, because that will squish the babies. You want to gently just rub and kind of roll like this, very gently. And you want to kind of, you need to pay attention and make sure all the babies are out, because if they get stuck inside of the egg and they're submerged underwater, they will not be able to breathe and they will drown in there. Although mystery snails do have lungs, and they have gills, so they can breathe underwater as long as it's super high oxygen. If not, they're adapted to be able to survive in low oxygen. That's why they have that snorkel, so they can come up and breathe air. So these guys, this is kind of high in oxygen just because I pulled it from the tank, but there's obviously no water movement, and they will make their way up to the water surface once they get going. And we get to see what colors these are right now. That's the other fun part. And if you have a loop, which is a jeweler's tool, they look at diamonds and whatnot underneath it, or under it. And or if you have a microscope, go ahead, pull some babies to the side and check them out underneath either one. It's a lot of fun to look at them. So let's see, what do we got here? I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see them very well. The light's kind of weird on them. But what I see is, oh wow. So it looks like we might have this hybrid possibly again. So the rose golds that I have, the babies are like an ivory type colored shell, or almost like how a baby magenta would look, except on the very front of the shell where the head is, it's a curved band at the very front of the shell, and it's also like a maroon slash like magenta kind of purplish color. So that's what these have, except these have spots on them. My rose gold babies do not have spots. So it's interesting. I've hatched other ones just like these. They're too small to tell what the color is going to be still. So I mean, it's your best guess. We'll just have to wait until they get bigger. So yeah, that's how you hatch baby mystery snails safely into a container. I gotta go ahead and shut this. I gotta transfer them to their new tank now. That way they can get some food. That's another thing. They eat immediately after you hatch them. After you hatch them, throw the leftover shell, the casing from the clutch, in the tank. This is super high in calcium and other nutrients that they need to survive off right away. They'll actually go after this before any other food that you introduce them to. Once that's gone, once they eat all that, then they'll go and eat your food. So make sure you include that in with them. It's very important. They do eat right when they hatch. So I'm gonna go ahead, pause this, or stop this I should say, get these guys in their new tank, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Hit that subscribe button.